Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. Well, it's another hot summer day in the Low Country, but there's still a lot to talk about. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we'll get started with today's headlines. We told you yesterday that the filing period has opened for those seeking to be the mayor or a town councilor in Bluffton. One who will not be filing to run is current Mayor Lisa Selka, who says 4 times is enough. She is already endorsing a successor, Councilor and Mayor Pro Tem Larry Toomer, saying the longtime seafood business owner lives for Bluffton, loves Bluffton, and believes in Bluffton. When Selka was first elected to the town council in 2004, Bluffton had less than 1,300 residents. It now has nearly 40,000. If you want to throw your hat in the ring, you have until the end of September to do so. Hilton Head's beaches will be short a couple of lifeguards later this week, as 2 of their best will be competing in the U.S. Lifesaving National Championships in Virginia Beach. The pair are college-level swimmers from Brazil and the Czech Republic and seem to love their jobs protecting our beachgoers, but also have a competitive streak that should serve them well at the championships this weekend. Here's a state government website you're not likely to be looking for, but it might not hurt you to check it out. The state treasurer's office keeps track of unclaimed property, much of it cash, and some from way back. You can search the treasurers.sc.gov website to see if any of that property has your name on it. The state treasurer is holding about $850 million for thousands of people who don't even realize it's out there. More than 78,000 puzzles were solved last year, but 2 million more possibilities are still in the treasurer's database. Some of the payouts are less than $5, but some are into the hundreds of thousands. It's not very often that the town of Hilton Head is looking for volunteers to serve on 2 important boards, Zoning Appeals and the Parks and Recreation Commission, but there are a couple of vacancies at the moment. The town is currently going through an overhaul of its land management ordinance and is dealing with condo development and housing issues. Also, Parks and Recreation has become a priority on the island in the last year or so, with millions being spent on redesigning and repurposing the island parks. You can apply for either position on the town's website. The town of Port Royal had some revealing moments earlier this week. Its major waterfront project took center stage at a town hall open house where glimpses of the town's streetscape improvements for Paris Avenue were shown, and there was an update from the Safe Harbor Marinas on the redevelopment plans for the Port of Port Royal during this week's town council meeting. And unless you've been to Florida in the last couple of days, you did not win the record-setting $1.58 billion Mega Millions jackpot. 1 ticket sold in the Sunshine State matched all 6 winning numbers. 7 other tickets, one in North Carolina and another in Florida, won at least $1 million by matching all 5 white balls. If that Florida winner takes the cash prize all at once, they'll get $783 million, but will have to pay federal taxes on the winnings. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. High school football season is nearly upon us, and 4 senior standouts from the Lowco coverage area are on the Super 75 watch list for the 2023 South Carolina Mr. Football Award. Hilton Head High defensive star Shaikh Thompson, Bluffton linebacker Jeremiah Curry, Whale Branch defensive back KJ Chisholm, and Hampton County running back Zion Dobson all made the list and are poised for big senior campaigns. Can't wait to see them in action. The Beaufort High School baseball team will return plenty of talent from last year's team that made a deep run in the Class 3A playoffs, but they're in the market for a new coach. Shane Monahan announced his resignation Tuesday after 1 season at the helm on Ladies Island, saying he's stepping away to prioritize his growing prime baseball travel program and spend time with his family. That makes 3 open head baseball coach roles at Beaufort County schools after Hilton Head High's Joel Clock and Battery Creek's Chad Schilt departed after the season. Looking in on the links, another high-profile junior golf tournament means another round of Lowco all over the leaderboard. Hilton Head Prep's Jack Cresor fired a scorching 7 under par 64 in the first round of the Beth Daniel Jr. Azalea at Country Club of Charleston, giving him a 1-shot advantage through 18 holes. In the girls' division, May River's Robin Zatrur was tied for 7th after a 2 over 74. Round 2 is today and the final round on Thursday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Well, are we going to get any more crazy storms today or tomorrow? Let's find out from Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we'll get a little bit of a break from the rain for the next couple days, but then we are going to see those storms come back in the weekend. So taking a look at Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy with Hilton Head having a high of 96, a low of 80, Bluffton's going to have a high 97, a low of 78, and Beaufort's going to have a high 97 and a low of 79. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:43 and sunset's going to be at 8:12. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 12:17 p.m. and high tide's going to be at 5:29 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday it's going to be cloudy throughout the day, but then we are going to see some heavy thunderstorms throughout the evening, highs in the 90s, lows in the 80s. Come Saturday, it should be pretty clear and just partly cloudy with highs in the 90s and lows in the 70s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening, highs in the 90s, lows in the 80s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. And we'll be back in just a moment with a chat with Lily Coleman from Meals on Wheels, and they need volunteers. Don't go away.